I was so young, but I thought I was in love. So it didn't matter what you said, it didn't matter what you've done. Everyone told me to watch out, and I didn't listen. Now I'm sitting here wishing I did, but I didn't. Everything was a big old lie, wasn't it? You thought I was cute, so to you it didn't matter if the lies went too far. It didn't matter to you, you just played with my heart. It was all good in the beginning, we were always chilling. One thing led to another and you let me hit it. Came back couple weeks later and said you were pregnant, and I said oh shit, but that I was with it. Things got serious and the lies got delirious, regretting what you had done. The lies came fast and furious. All this time later and I still hear it. I'll never know the truth and will always be curious. Lies after lies, everything was fake. Lies after lies, my heart you break. Lies after lies, I'll never forget. Lies after lies, you'll always live in my head. You told me you had an abortion and I was sad. I told you I'd be there with you, would always have your back. I was a kid, I didn't know how to handle the situation I was in, but I would have done anything for you. But it was all fake, wasn't it? I invited you over for some drinks. You came over but didn't drink. It started to sink in, you were still pregnant. You had lied again, but I forgave it. You were excited, we started planning a life for our kid. Everything was fine until you lied again. You phoned me crying, I couldn't understand a word, but I was trying. You told me you got into a crash and it caused a miscarriage. I should have recognized the lie again, but I didn't. We went our separate ways, that's where it should have ended, but it didn't. It was all fake again, it will always reside in my head. Why did you have to lie again? Lies after lies, everything was fake. Lies after lies, my heart you break. Lies after lies, I'll never forget. Lies after lies, you'll always live in my head. Got a random text one day, a picture. It was from your best friend who didn't know any better. Here is your baby girl, she said you just had her. In a panic, I called you up in a fluster. With everything you could muster, you finally had said I was pregnant before I met you. I just wanted you to be your father, but you have no responsibility here. It isn't your kid, and I don't need a partner. You can go live your life, we will be fine. You hung up and I didn't know if it was just another lie. But when I tried to phone back, I couldn't get a hold of you. The line was disconnected. On all socials I was blocked and unfriended. That was the last day we spoke, but I'll never forget it. Lie after lie, they all reside in my mind. The day I met you I regret it. It'll forever be wondering what was true. But at one thing I know for a fact, I will never forget about you. Lies after lies, everything was fake. Lies after lies, my heart you break. Lies after lies, I'll never forget. Lies after lies, you'll always live